Motivation. That is what we are titling this live today because that's exactly what I'm doing today. With everything that has been going on from last week and everything, I just thought that it's a new month, it's a new week. Why not start it with some motivation? So if you join me in my morning live, that should have been motivation to move. Now we're talking about motivation with everything else. So I'm just going to put the poll. Okay, the poll is out and the notification is also out. So I do have a photo, well, part of a photo I want to share with you. So I am just cropping it now. Otherwise, how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Monday, new month. Is everyone pumped up, jacked up? Is everyone ready for the new? Okay, I guess I can just zoom in. Hi, Precious. Good morning again. How are you doing? I am trying to connect with my other phone. Okay, we are connected. And I was just trying to get a picture. My braids look good. Thank you, Kevin. How are you doing and where are you watching me from? I'm happy to hear that, Precious, because I'm here to pump out that motivation this morning. And one of the reason is obviously if you have watched me from last week till my vlog yesterday, you know that we are celebrating a threshold on YouTube, but this is to speak about every other thing. I want to motivate everyone that it is possible. It might not be possible in the time frame that you give yourself, but it is possible. USA West Coast, I've just been scrolling, doom scrolling on YouTube Shorts. Why doom scrolling, Kevin? Why doom scrolling? Unless I don't know the definition, is doom scrolling not when you scroll through and all you're seeing is like bad news? Johan, let me stop you there. Who was faster, me or you? Ha ha ha. Hi, Amrit. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing today? And where are you watching me from? Yes, impossible is a day. It is a day, Precious. I love that. I love that so much because who is impossible when you're talking about us? Morning, Dre. I'm in the background, busy today. All right, Alice, no problem. Today I am having green tea. Well, I will be having it once it cools down. Guys, I want to ask something because a lot of people think I am weird for this, but when I was younger, I burnt my tongue drinking tea. And since then, I cannot eat hot food and I can't drink cold tea. So, although I am going to make it hot like this, I'm going to wait for it to cool down for at least 15 minutes, then I can drink it. I cannot drink or eat anything hot. Am I the only one? Kevin said doom scrolling is like infinitely scrolling up after 45 seconds of watching and going on for the next 1 or so hours. Okay, I see. All right, so I had the wrong definition of it. Everyone, Alice is saying good morning. RL, uh, I have absolutely no idea about anything that you asked. I have no idea, but thank you so much for joining. Hi, Mo. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you. I think that this is the 3K glow. I'm sure when you go live today, we're going to be seeing the 3K glow. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. So, I want to share with you. I want my tea hot, but I'll drink it warm. Okay. So, we are the same. I can only drink it warm, but I make it hot. I make it hot. And every time I'm in the coffee shop, people look at me weird because I get the coffee and I wait. But yeah, at least I'm not the only one. Hi, Kevin. I can't read what you wrote, but thank you so much for joining. How are you doing today? Thank you, Dixon. Everyone always says that, and I appreciate you for saying that because for some time I didn't like my teeth, especially in high school. I think that people in high school were just cruel. They made fun of me because of my height. They made fun of me because of my handwriting. They made fun of me because of my teeth. And then now that I'm older, I love my height. I love my handwriting. I love my teeth. I love my eyes. They also made fun of me because of my eyes, because my eyes are small. But now I have grown in love with everything that everyone was making fun of me for. So cheers to growth. You're not the only one, honey. I drink my tea warm. Okay, we have, you see, if you want to be part of the winning team, if you want to win in life, drink your tea warm. In Germany, we say coffee shop. Really? Oh no, Kevin. So, what do you call the shop where you get your coffee and your tea? What do you call that? Do you call it a cafe? What? I don't know. What do you call that? That's funny. Hi, Rotino. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Today, Mo, we are cheersing green tea. And even on my celebration, I had to just have cake because, 75 hard and all of that. So no alcohol. I like cold tea. Okay, Curtis. So we are a lot. Thai, I am from Zimbabwe. It's so funny. The lighting just went. It's daylight, but the lighting just went. If you'll excuse me for a second, I am going to. Well, on my phone it looks bright, so I'll just leave it. I'm sure the sun will come out. It's cloudy today. It's good because here it's hot. Thai, I am from Zimbabwe. I am from Zimbabwe, but I'm currently living in Cyprus. We call it, let me try and read it from here. Backrel or drink coffee or tea. Okay, all right, Kevin. So anytime I'm in Germany, I need to make sure I need to make sure how I'm saying this, right? So that people don't get the wrong impression of what I'm looking for. Um, yes, I do. Thank you so much, Mohadi, for the confirmation. Yes, I do. My favorite place in Zimbabwe, besides my house, that is my favorite place. But second to that, there is a place called Inyanga. It is, I'll type it here on my other phone and you can see it. So it is a part of Zimbabwe whereby it is always drizzling. It always has very cool weather, and there are mountains. So everywhere you go, it's just beautiful. And then obviously Victoria Falls is very popular all around the world. It's one of the seven natural wonders of the world. It's also a nice place, especially when you get to the falls because it's always showering you. Those two places, those are my favorite places. I'm from Cologne. So I have heard of Cologne. I have heard of Cologne. That's nice. Do you like cricket? Vipin, not as much now, but when I was younger, I used to follow cricket a lot. I used to love it. And Zimbabwe has a good national cricket team. It always has since I was younger. So yeah, that I do. I do, but I just don't watch it as much anymore. Mangwanani Lungsta, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Uh, Lungi, I just saw your comment. It also had me emotion. Like that whole day, the whole day was just an emotional whirlpool. But yeah, honestly speaking, when I was thinking about it on that day, I was like, how is this possible? that I've known like majority of these people for less than 6 months, but we have grown into such a beautiful, beautiful community, like a beautiful family, not even community, but a great family. It's so beautiful. Oh, for sure. It's always evergreen. Yes, it is, Mo. It is. I love the greenery, the greenery. I didn't know I did so much when I was younger, but now that I'm older, any place that has greenery, I want to be there, and that has warm weather and also something that's cooling. I love it. Hi Sunil, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining from India. What time is it in India, guys? Thank you for your time. My pleasure, Pony Boy. Thank you so much for joining and thank you for the question. I appreciate the interaction. Hi, ladies. Made me appreciate everyone more. Yeah. Yes, Lungi, definitely. And I forgot some people and I felt so bad when I was editing. I was remembering people, so maybe I will do another one in this video for the people I forgot, like this week. I hope so. Hi Dinesh, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining from India. You have a soothing voice. Thank you, Vipin. I'm doing well, thank you. I just want to come here and share a little bit of Monday motivation. Same Lungi, I was thinking, I even forgot to appreciate a lot of people on my live. Should do better on the vlog. You know, Mo, it is difficult to remember everyone. So even if you forget, even on your vlog, don't feel too bad. I was feeling really bad. I was feeling really bad yesterday, but I would understand if someone forgot because there are a lot of people that have supported me. And yesterday, there were like 3 people that I remembered yesterday. And then today, I remembered more people. So don't feel too bad. I want to add the slide to just type everyone's names because I already did a sit down. Ah, I see. Yeah, I think I'll also do maybe a t-shirt like Makado did. Maybe I'll do a t-shirt at some point. Maybe at 4K. I'll do another appreciation one with a t-shirt. That would be so cool. Hi, Roberto. Thank you so much for joining me again from Brazil. Obrigado. Thank you so much. If you forgot my name, let me know so I don't. Mukadi. Mukadi, that is so funny. Are you hearing that, Mo? Precious said that if you. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Mukadi? Because Precious, I remembered you, so please go and watch my vlog. Please don't do that, Precious. And this is exactly what you see what you did right now? That's exactly how I appreciated you. Yours was so sweet. Thank you, Mo. Thank you so much. It was special, Mahadi, but we know the love, sis. Yes, the love is there. The love is 100% there. And that is actually part of the motivation that I'm going to share today. Because if you look at my channel, I have 2 videos that talk about support. One of them is women supporting women, and the other one is about YouTubers in general support. And I did that video with my friends, the twins, because they're also content creators. So in those videos, we were talking about how the support is not reciprocal and how especially with content creators when they move up to a certain level they stop um or they forget the people who grew with them, and then they want to start moving with the people at their level, sort of, right? And I remember then I would list, oh, there are a few people that are have always been with me and have always shown support. I appreciate them so much. And actually, I forgot most of like the people who've been supporting me for a long time on the appreciation post, and I'm definitely going to do that with the 4K. But in most of the discussions that we have of people supporting each other, they are negative, you know, especially with women and women, or our skin folk with our skin folk. We're always saying, oh, you know, we don't support each other because we don't know how to support each other, or because we want people to do good but not better than us. But the motivation I have for you today is that you're always going to find your tribe. It might take long, it might take a lot of disappointments, but your tribe will find you, and you will find your tribe eventually. Because in this life, we are not meant to do life alone. We're not meant to do journeys alone. That's why if you go to work, you have that one person at work that you know that, oh, when things are not going so well, you can go to them, you can lean on them, you can ask them for advice, you can ask them to help you with something, you can ask them to stand in for you whilst you go and pick up something, for example. There is that one person. Or within your department, you have 2 or 3 people that you know that, oh, these people have my back, I have their back. Same thing if you go to church, you have your fellowship of people who are going to, when things are tough, you know, they'll come and visit you. If maybe you're not feeling well, maybe you had a surgery, they'll come and visit you because you need that fellowship. The same thing within your family. You might have a huge family, but you know, there are like 2 3 people within your family that you can always count on to lift you up. And it should be the same for all aspects in our lives. And I believe that it can be the same for all aspects in our lives. But it's hard to discern the people who are genuine and the people who are not. And especially when you're fighting towards a goal, for example, with something like YouTube, you're fighting for 1,000 subscribers, you're fighting for hours. So people tend to pretend with the love that they give each other. However, the fact that we found each other as a community in itself is a huge deal. And the fact that in everything that we have been doing, you know, the meetings, the decisions, and everything, it did not deter us from continuously supporting each other, right? We are a community that, because we come from a genuine place, we're always going to win. And that's why it's so easy for us to say, oh, the Bobo Bobos are in the neighborhood. Mokadi even said that yesterday that next week we're going to be celebrating someone. It's all so easy for us to say that because that's how we build something. And there are certain communities, certain skin folk that are very good at that. If one of them is doing something, they're all going to rally and support so that they get to their success quicker. No one is saying you're not going to get there, but they propel each other to get there quicker. We spoke about this with like the Kenyans. I've seen the Kenyan YouTubers, they always propel each other to get to that place quicker. The Nigerian YouTubers always propel each other to get there quicker. So for us to have found our community whereby we are winning every single week, that is just amazing. And that's motivation for everyone. No matter how much you feel like people are not supporting you, no matter how much you feel like some people are not genuine, at some point you're going to find them. And yes, that was the speech for the first part of the motivation. Hi, James. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Precious, you're not there. Don't do that to Precious. Roberto, thank you for the love. Thank you. I wish my psychologist talk like you. Interesting, VPN, because I am also training to be a psychologist. So I hope that all of my patients are going to feel the same way that you do now. Thank you. Okay, I'll watch. Precious, as if you are not going to watch. Me and you both know you are going to watch anyway. You have in your head, just kidding. It looks so cool. You said noodles. That is actually funny. Funny. I like people who come in with a light heart and joke about things. Thank you so much. It doesn't even feel like a 40-minute video. Great. I'm happy, Lungi, because I'm trying to train people. Because I'm really trying to do the movies, because I think moving forward that's gonna be the best way to go. Hi, Princess. How are you doing? Good morning. Thank you for joining. Precious. Hi, Princess. Yes, your tribe will find you. Yes, definitely. It will find you eventually. Hi, what's your education? I mean, college degree name. I have an honors Bachelor of Science in Psychology. I have a Master of Science in Psychology, and I am currently studying for my PhD in Innovation and Knowledge Management. Abdul, how about you? Christina, hi, how are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for joining the live. Oh, what are you going through, Christina? Today we are here to give each other motivation. So maybe if you stick around, you might feel better at the end of this. Hi, Patriot. How are you doing? Patriot Scar, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. True day. Yeah, we need community, and we are lucky. We are blessed to have found this one. People are important. You can't succeed in anything without people. Please do support people. Yes, Precious. We need each other to succeed. And I wish a lot more people understood that. We would have gotten to where we needed to go quicker, but we are here. We're still gonna get there. Hello, Precious. I'm joking. um, would you rather live with the or hmm I could live with anyone, especially because I studied psychology, and I would encourage them to get help. Um, Neither nor, either or is my answer, because everyone is a human being at the end of the day, and they deserve love, respect, and dignity. You forgot me, Mkhadi. It's fine. You're not joking. Yes, Mahadi, the movies. I'm trying to train people to get used to the movies. I might need to change my time and my dates and everything. But now we are so used to Lungi's movies that the Thursday upload will be like, what? But yeah, moving forward, I think they're going to be great for the channels. Hi, Alex. I am from Zimbabwe. Where are you from? Even the people you support, even if the people you support don't return the support, Lungi, God is not stupid. Your energy will never be wasted. That is a word. Precious, that is a word. That is a word. That's why we always say, like, even when we're talking about support, we can never track how much support we're getting from people, but just do it from a genuine heart. Be a cheerful supporter, be a cheerful giver. And it does say in the Bible, I'm forgetting the where it is exactly. I think it's Matthew 23. It does say that whatever you give with your left hand, your right hand should not know, or right hand and left hand. Let me just look for it, because I know it's in Matthew 23, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Okay. I'm looking for the exact double of what you did. Yes. Okay, it's Matthew 6, verse 3 to 4. And it says, Matthew 6, verse 3 to 4. Jesus said, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." So even though the people you are supporting, the people you are helping, who are in need of your help, are not going to support you back, the person who matters, our Father who matters, is going to see what you have done in secret, and he is going to reward you for that. So exactly what you said today, Precious, when you were ending your life, that you want to have impact in people's lives, whether it is going to be through what you say, through what you do, through what you give, but helping everyone, not because you want a reward for something, but because we never know what people are going through. Everyone is going through something at one point in their life. And maybe your smile, maybe your word of encouragement, maybe you just telling them that their hair looks like noodles, but it looks good, is going to bring a smile on their face when they were thinking about whatever life is stressing them with. So, yes, we need to do it for the intention of helping. And whatever the other person does, that's up to them. That's between them and God. Some people will come and support you. Yes, other people will support you, whether you're getting them from them or not. God cannot be mocked. What a man sow, he will reap. Yes, Lungi, he will never be mocked. Always, Lungi, double of what you did. Yes, he will reward you. Lungi, God is not from anyone's neighborhood. He loves us all. That is a good one. That is a good one, and I would love to say it in Shona, "Ngware avasiwe kumba kwenyu," which means the same thing. God is not from anyone's neighborhood. That is a nice one. God loves us all. Greetings, Your Highness. Thank you, Quinton. You look like royalty. Thank you so much. Funny thing is, for 6 years, my mom's name was saved as Her Highness. I only changed it recently. So thank you so much for that. And that is a good reminder. So, yes, Precious, someone came in and said, "Your hair looks like noodles." Then he was like, "Just kidding. It looks so good." So it made me laugh. It made me laugh so hard. So before we move on, yeah, I just wanted to show you something that I shared in my vlog, that I always used to write that I'm going to get 1,000 subscribers. Like every year, it always used to be one of my goals. And in Notion, oh, I need to do a day in my life with Notion soon. I've been saying that. But Notion, that organization app that I told you about, it gives you an option to have a cover photo, then you write down your goals. And this was part of my cover photos. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it had the YouTube thresholds, which was 1,000 plus subscribers, 4,000 plus watch time. And I had said that I will reach all my social media thresholds in 2022. I reached them in 2024. So there was a huge gap between the time that I said I was going to reach it and the time that I finally did. And to be quite honest, I don't think this was my first one. I think I had done the same one in 2021 or 2020 as well. But we got there. We got there eventually. Why? Because we had the vision, we had the goal written down, and whether or not we had the motivation, we had the discipline. And with me, I know that if I had not taken that break that I did, probably I would have gotten there sooner. But one thing that I know is that had I gotten there sooner, I don't think I was going to have the appreciation I have right now. I don't think I was going to have the preparation that I have right now, because taking this time has prepared me. It has elevating my content when I'm shooting, when I'm editing, the idea that I have for my page and my content as well. And it allowed me to meet new people within the journey. So yes, Habakkuk 2 verse 2, true Lungi, though it may tarry, it will surely come. It will certainly come, because you have written it down. You have seen the vision. You have written it down. It's coming to you, but probably not. Maybe sometimes at the time that you wanted to. But with me, there was a delay, a delay of 2 years, 2 years, but I still kept the vision. I still kept the faith. And here we are. So this is not only with yeah, it's not only with my YouTube. There are a lot of other goals that are there that I'm still working towards. But the fact that I saw that and I realized that, well, it was delayed, but I eventually got there. It also gives me motivation to keep pushing with everything else that I am pushing. Hi, Kaden. How are you? Hi. I don't know how to read out your name, but you said six, and I'm not sure six what, but thank you so much. I love the way you say my name. That's great, Quentin. Do I date white guys? When I was dating, um I don't remember if I did actually once. I did date a white guy. I went on a date, one date with he said you're good looking enough to get. Really? Is that the standard? Is that the standard, Paul? I think not. But yes. Noodles. Yes, Lungi. Yes, but at least it was a joke. He was just coming in with a joke. Delayed is not denied. Write it down. Yes, precious. Write it down so that even subconsciously you yourself will remember. Wait, I wrote this thing down. How am I doing? How am I working towards it? How are we progressing? So we have to write it down. And it's also in agreement with the vision that you're writing it down. And yeah, it's so important. Delayed is not denied. No, because we eventually got there. Said it will certainly come, or it will surely come, but it might take time. Delay doesn't mean denied. Keep pushing. Thank you, Quentin. The power of writing things down. Yes, Mahadi. The power of the tongue, what you say, the power of writing things down. It's so important. And we might not see it as we are, but in time we will. Because when I look back at this, I was so happy. I said, what? I finally did it. I was so happy. So at least my younger self can look at me now and be proud that we didn't give up. Thank you, Princess. Thank you. Hi, SB. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining again. Did I see India? Where? Do you mean have I visited India? Have I been to India? Not yet, but I am definitely going to visit. Terry said, I like what you've done with the place. I didn't change anything. I didn't change anything, but thank you very much for joining. That is an interesting one, Terry. So, another motivation that I wanted to share with you this morning is that there is absolutely nothing. that you cannot do in this life when you are aligned with what you are supposed to be doing. So, although it may be hard, although it may be such a huge struggle, although it may be delayed, like we said, there's absolutely nothing in this life that you cannot do. Because where I come from, they say it in a funny way, right? And sometimes it's not very encouraging. For example, let's say you're in a class of 40 children, and then one person got an A, and then you got a B. And then your parents will ask you, okay, the person who got the A, do they have two heads? Like, how come they got an A and you didn't? And in such situations, it could be the fact that maybe I am so good at listening to the teacher, I grasp what they are saying immediately, but the next person might need to study to get to that place. And that's why, even let's say you fail one of your biggest exams. In Zimbabwe, our big exams are when we are 12, when we are 16, when we are 18, and then the uni exams, right? So if you fail one of those, we always have a resit or a retake, or you study again for another full year, then you go and rewrite. So even though you might not graduate with your class, you still have the opportunity to do so. And I think that the hardest thing we have in life is that we like to put a time frame of how things are supposed to go. For example, I said in 2022, I'm supposed to do this. I also had a goal of by 24, I'm supposed to have done this. And because we're putting a time frame on what we are supposed to do and how we're supposed to achieve it, it is kind of demotivating when you don't achieve it in that particular time. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to achieve it, period. It just means you're not going to achieve it at the time you thought you were going to. So my other motivation is, although we are going to set certain goals for ourselves, and although they are supposed to be time bound, don't be discouraged when you get to that time and you have not gotten what you need, because eventually, and if you keep on putting the effort, that is going to come to you. So sometimes, yes, we do encourage having time bound goals, and that's a good motivator. But when you don't reach it at that time, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. It doesn't mean that you have failed. It just means that on this particular time, or this particular trial, you didn't do 100%. You can always do it again. Hi, Jaylene. Why are you confused? What is confusing you? Info. What is my job? I am a lecturer. I am a teacher. And once I graduate, that is probably going to change. But yeah, for now, that is where we are. Yes, Precious. Precious, I know that everyone can relate to that, because we like putting a timestamp on the things we're supposed to achieve, as if everything is in our hands. Good morning, Mangwanani Linda. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, Lungi. Sometimes we have to remember that not all things are in our hands. In fact, not sometimes, all the time. Not everything is in our hands. And because of that reason, we have to be patient. We have to be kind. The same way that you are kind to the people that you love is the same way you have to be kind with yourself. For example, when I look at my sisters and when I see some of the things that they go through, and when they are feeling bad for not achieving something, the first thing I'm going to say to them is, okay, it's fine. You can try again next time. Just pick yourself up. If you want to go through this for a day or 2 days, go through it. Yeah, wallow in it. Okay, you didn't get the thing that you wanted to get today. But tomorrow or the next day, you can get back to it. You're not a failure. But sometimes we tend to have a lot more criticism for ourselves when we don't do things right. We always say, oh, I could have done better. I could have. Yes, you could have, but not everything is in your hands. And I'll give an example of the pandemic that happened. Hi, Danelle. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining the live. How are you doing today? We are just sharing a little bit of Monday motivation. Everything. Dino is greeting you. Greetings there, everything from Dino. So, when the pandemic happened, that was supposed to be a huge year for a lot of people because it was 2020, and a lot of people believe that the the decades, there's always a change in the decades. So people, when it was 2000, when it was 2010, and when it was 2020, everyone was saying 2020 is my year, 2020 is my year, and we were declaring it, and we were so happy about the year. And then I think it was April or March that came, and then the pandemic came and everything went into a halt. I am not speaking about the people that were lost during that time. I'm speaking about the lessons that we learned during that time, and me especially. The pandemic taught me to calm down. I have always been a go, 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 go kind of girl. So every single year I still am, and I think you can see it, that I'm always setting a goal for myself. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do. And I thought that everything was in my power because from the time I was very young, when I said, oh, I'm going out to do something, it would actually happen. I'm going out to get this thing, it will actually happen. And I believe that for the whole world globally, we had to calm down. We had to sit down and understand that not everything that we do is in our power. Business shifted, and it actually brought a different way of conducting business for a lot of people, which allowed many people to work with their families within their homes. And now, most workplaces, you have a hybrid type of environment where you can work from home on a few days and then you can go to work on a few days. Some companies went back to working physically completely. But some people have been afforded that opportunity of working from home and working remotely, which also means that it was a good opportunity for even organizations to understand that you can trust your employees when they work from home. So, yeah, I think that in life, there are many cycles that happen, there are many seasons that happen. And if you always look at it as this is something that is a struggle, it's pushed me back from the things that I was supposed to do, you will not get the lesson that you're supposed to learn in it. So that's a little motivation, guys. We went through the pandemic, we went through the lockdowns, and we are still here. There are some people that even bleached their hair because they thought, that it was going to be the end. But having them bleach their hair was it was them moving into a different era of their relationship with hair. But had it not be for the pandemic, they would not have moved into that different era of their hair. So we always have to take in the good parts from some of the dry seasons that we have, some of the dry spells that we have. There is always something to learn and to achieve from there. uh Thank you, Alameen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here and subscribing and liking. Thank you so much. Hi, Sis D. Hi, Sis Linda. So much. I know, it was a typo, but it was so funny. Excuse me, sorry. Ladies, I will be in the background for the most part. Okay, Dineo, I guess that means we are busy, busy. We love it. Dineo is busy these days, and we love busy. Busy is good. Hey, Princess. What am I talking about? I am sharing some Monday morning motivation, Hamidu. I am Hamidu. What does your name mean? Because I used to know someone called Hamid, but I don't remember what it meant. But we are just sharing some motivation. Nobody knows. Steve, the people who are here know. Um, Carol, my only advice for you would be seek Jesus. Seek Jesus if you're looking for the truth, because he is the truth. Hi, Melvin. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming again. I really appreciate you coming back. Hi, Satu. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining. Why Precious? Why are you mentioning the name that I did not mention? Why are you trying to get me into trouble? Precious, let's not do that. Don't do that. All right, and the last bit of motivation that I have for you today is that you need to look for something that is bigger than yourself. Because if you try to lean on your own understanding, if you try and go through this life alone, it is going to be really difficult. I think that I have been going through situations in my life. It has been a turbulence of life things, right? But I have not felt the amount of peace that I do right now. There is nothing that can be thrown my way that can stress me the way I used to stress maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. And I knew God. I did. I was a Christian, but I did not seek God for myself. I did seek um yeah, it was something that we did. We went to church, we prayed, we love Jesus, but it was a we thing, it wasn't an I thing. And until I took on that journey for myself, I now understood why and how people can be at peace without having peace around them. People can be joyful and not happy, because there's a big difference between being happy and being joyful and having joy. And that is something that I would encourage everyone to do. Seek God for yourself. Have a personal journey with him, a personal relationship with him, and just try and understand him. And the only way I know how to understand him is through his word, because with everything that I have read, I'm still reading the word. I am still trying to get from one end of the Bible to the other end, but only with what I have read so far, I understand so much more about my own life, so much more about what is required of me, so much more about the love that God has for me. So in that, I have peace that surpasses all understanding. And once you have that, you can go through like nothing. There is nothing that life can give to you that you can't go through with peace, because there's a difference between I have a bill to pay and I'm worried about it every single minute. I'm just thinking, tomorrow I have to pay this bill. Tomorrow I have to pay this bill. And there's a difference between I have to pay this bill tomorrow. Right now, I don't know how I'm going to pay it, but I know it's going to be paid. That peace will actually allow you to step back and look for a solution. It will allow you to step back and think of a way for you to never be in that situation again. Because one thing that worry does is it occupies your mind with nothing. Absolutely nothing productive is going to be in your mind when you are full of worry. But when you have peace, you can find a solution. True. Yes, submit to. You have to. You have to. Because we are spiritual beings living in a fleshly body and not the other way around. LO, why, Prish? Please, why, Precious? We did not name anyone. Hi, Matthew. Yeah. Hi, Nikki. Peace of mind is the ultimate wealth, guys. It sure is. It sure is, Precious, because you can go through anything with that. Um, Matthew, do you think? Yes, Matthew. Yes. Matthew, I will give you a testimony of a lot of things that Jesus stopped me doing without even knowing it. And one of that was listening to, I don't know exactly how to put it, but music that is not productive or beneficial for me. I used to listen a lot to like heartbreak songs, depressive music, and I would always be in that mindset. And I always thought that, oh, life is not good. I was just emotional, but with the negative emotions. And at some like one day, it just happens. It came over me that this is not the music that you're supposed to be hearing. And even when I hear something now, if I hear a certain lyric and it's not the life that I want to live, I will remove it from my playlist. I will remove that artist. I will unsubscribe, because I cannot be saying that there is power in the tongue and the things that I'm singing along with are things that I don't want to live. So, yes, Matthew, I 100% believe that if you invite Jesus into your life, he will take away the things that are not good for you. He will take away the things that are not good for you. And you won't even know how. It will just come over you and it goes away instantly. You don't want it. There are certain things that you just don't want and you will never do them again. Sure, Nikki. Sure. True, Precious. I understand, Matthew. I understand. And I pray for you that you can get away from that addiction, and Jesus can definitely do that for you. It must not be as offensive. Yes, Matthew, you're talking about it. It's the first step. Yes, Mohadi, that is so true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ma'am, what's my HK? You look beautiful. Can you say why women is running behind money? I am a I have a BSc in psychology, MSc in psychology, and I'm currently studying for my doctorate. But I don't understand your question. Thank you for the compliment. Why women is running behind money? I don't understand your question. Can you please rewrite it for me? Um, have you considered rehab? That's a good question, Mohadi. Can you stand up, Sky? Not right now. Not right now. Maybe a little bit later. I'm still here. Thank you, Lungi. Hi, David. How are you doing? Um, I don't smoke at all, Steve. So I am not going to be doing that. But thank you so much for joining. Matthew, Mahadi, I have to pay bills. I'll lose my home if I go to rehab. Okay, Matthew. So please start with that. Still in the background, Dre. Yeah. Start with seeking a personal relationship with Jesus. I do believe he can help you. Sky Ranger. Okay. Hi, Hiwa. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Crafty Girl. All right, guys, I am going to be leaving the live stream now because, like I said, I have a meeting in 3 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your contributions, and this was a great way to start the week, just motivating each other to move along with life, because life does have its struggles, but you do not have to label your life as a struggle life. Please don't ever declare that on yourself. Yes, you are living through a world that has a lot of struggles, but your life can be different. So that is the motivation. Write the goal down. At some point, you are going to get to your goal, and always seek something that is higher than you. My pleasure, Princess. Thank you so much for being here. Matthew, indeed, having a relationship with God will help. Yes, it is the first step. It is the first step. And you find out that all other things can fall into place. You never know, that relationship can lead you to someone who's going to tell you about a rehab place that is pro bono. You never know. But I'm happy that you are trying to move away from that life. When you go on leave, prioritize it, Matthew. Yes. Um, Thank you so much for that, Mohadi. Goodbye, honey. Thanks for the motivation. My pleasure. It is such a pleasure. All right, guys. So I will see you. No, I don't think so. I think we have Lungi's movie at 12. And then Sino, I'm not sure if Sino is going live. I'm not sure. But I think the next time someone is up is at 12. See you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, the movie. And imagine if it's not a movie, Mohadi. Imagine if it's imagine if it's like 2 minutes. See you at Lungi's. Cool. Bye. Bye everybody. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Bye Linda. Bye Dineo. Bye Mohadi. Bye Lungi. Bye Precious. Bye Michael. Bye Matthew. Bye everyone. I'll be going live at 2. Okay, Danielle, I'll see you at 2. 107 votes. Yes. I'm so happy, Mahadi. I'm so happy because we're fighting for the 4K. We are fighting. So I hope it's going to contribute to that. Bye, everybody.